Blessed love, everyone. How you guys doing today? Yeah. Well, you see the topic today is when you don't know, you just don't know. When you don't know, you just don't know. There's a lot of misinformation out there when come on gardening, but a lot of people not interested in real gardening because real gardening take too much time. Hey Malana Roberts, how you doing? Good evening to you, sis. Blessings to you. Yes. There's a lot of information out there that's not really, I say misinformation. I'm not gonna say every information out there is misinformation. I'm not gonna say that. But proof. I'm doing well, I'm doing well. Doing well. Hello, Homestead Rachel, how you doing? Blessings to you. I'm doing wonderful. Yes, guys. So there's a lot of information out there, and I believe if you're giving information, you got to be able to back the information and show the proof of the production. Show people what's going on. Show people how the process. You see what I'm saying? Don't just give us a bunch of talking and then to the end you show you harvesting, and no, we want to see more because we're trying to learn, but not everyone today interested in natural gardening and using natural product around their soil. Where a lot of people don't understand, there's a lot of things you can put together. You could put a lot of different plants, different leaves put together, and they create such a beautiful compost for your garden. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes we get caught up because of the speech that some people give us. They convince us that certain thing is just so good for our plants, and when we really check it and realize, hey, the kings of kings, blessings. Yes, when we really realize, we get full on. Like me, I personally have learned so much. You know why I've learned so much? I've learned so much because I try to do my own experiment. I try to do my own research. Hey Fifi, how you doing? Blessings to you. Thank you all for being here. Yes, I've done my own research. I've done my own experiment. I always tell people, be your own scientist in your garden. Be your own scientist in your garden. No, we in great blessing. All right, thank you. Yes, for my experience and what I've learned, I know everybody in different zone. I understand everybody in different zone. But my experience with plants, I've learned so much because I pay attention. And I've noticed there's something that I've used this year. I've used something this year. And listen to me. It's such a wonder. Could you imagine? You put water, you put certain thing in water, allow it to marinate, break down, and throw it around your plants, and it just transform your plants. You see what I'm saying? These are some eggplant I have here, guys. I know harvest eggplant from these eggplant here. And these eggplant, you know what I feed these eggplant with? Cabbage leaf and water. I'm not gonna lie to you, these are the tallest and biggest eggplant I ever grew. For the first time, I grow eggplant 4 feet heading for 5 feet tall. Never grow eggplant so before. Now, this pepper here, this is a Italian sweet pepper. I grew this, I could remember a year that I grew this, a long time ago. I grew this pepper here. Look at this thing, how this thing is, it's longer than my, listen to me. All these that you see here, all I give them was cabbage leaf and water. That's all I feed them with. And you could naturally see the healthiness. So now, there's a lot of things we can do for our own self. There's a lot of things we can do for our own self, but we don't believe in ourselves. A lot of us don't believe in ourselves. A lot of us don't believe in our soil. Yes, I use in my own. All right. A lot of us don't believe in ourselves, and a lot of us don't believe in our soil, and a lot of us don't have patience in what we're doing. So most of the time, oh, you see that shit, right? Most of the time, we doubt ourselves, we doubt our soil, and because we don't have patience sometimes for result, what we do, we go back to what someone told us. Instead of we try to wait and see, wait out and see if we can see how it work out, then we could judge from it. We give up on, and then we have no idea. Listen to me, we've been fooled so many times. We've been fooled. And as the topic say, when you don't know, you just don't know. When you don't know, you just don't know. But now you need to do your own research in your garden. You need to study your plants them. Look down here, so. Hey, Black Smoke, how you doing? Okay, guys. All right, I'm not. Okay, let me focus on what I'm doing here. Yeah, guys. These are Edo plants. These Edo plants is naturally 5-6 feet tall, some of them. And all I feed them with, guys, is cabbage leaf. For cabbage leaf works wonders, guys. Try using cabbage leaf and see how it works for you. A lot of times, like I said, the same weeds that we have in our garden, we can use them and make our own compost tea. You know what? One of the greatest things is understanding the plants, the mixture. Understanding the mixture. That rainwater look beautiful on the plants. Oh yes, it's no rain. It's no rain. It's no shower down. You see, if you notice, you're gonna see water all down there. Yes, one of the greatest things is understand the combination. Understand the combination of different plants. If you could understand the combination of different plants and put them together, this is why, guys, do your own research, be your own scientist in your garden. You will learn so much. Now, I'm going to show you some cabbage leaf and water, the fertilizer that I create. The scent of it is not amazing. This is it right here. It's not amazing, but guess what? It works like charm. All right? These are some small okra here, and you don't need to add too much, guys. These are some small okra. You see how these okra coming up really nice? You don't need to add too much. All you need is a little bit. And when they start to blossom, you give them a little bit more and just allow them to do their thing. This is liquid fertilizer that make from cabbage leaf, and I'm impressed I'm telling you, I have a lot of different fertilizer, composty, fertilizer, and I impress in almost all of them. This is the cabbage leaf, and I impress. This is, let me show you, this is cayenne pepper right here, okay? This is cayenne pepper. I never saw a cayenne pepper this big before. Well, okay, I never grew a cayenne pepper this year, like big like this, thick and fat like this. Never grew it before. Let me see. Thank you, I appreciate you guys here. Yes, guys, this never saw a cayenne pepper this big. And all I've been feeding this thing with, well, I already feed it already, so I ain't really need to feed it no more. But I'm telling you, cabbage leaf, listen to me. Now I'm gonna be using cabbage leaf like crazy. So guys, we've been fooled a lot, and when we don't know, we don't know. And then when the people who know comes out and tell us, we doubt them, because we get so caught up in believing in what, you know, in the nice talking, the, you know, the sweet talking. We believe in the sweet talking without action. Well, I don't believe in sweet talk. I want to see proof. I want to see proof. So if you're telling me about a product, I want to see how it working for you as well. You see, all these are pepper tree. This is a Havana pepper. What I was feeding it with, cabbage leaf and water. And the thing just spreading like wildfire. And it now looking to push out flowers, and it's spreading. Let me see. Use your own put to for. No, I don't know about that. I will not use that for no fertilizer. No, not at all. Not at all. Why would I? I'm not. Anyhow, let me entertain that. Why would I do that when I can come in the garden, pick out natural herbs, use different plants, and add in water to break down? I can't do that. I'm sorry. And I'm not going to entertain it. I'm not going to tell people to use it. But if they want to use it, that's their business. But I'm not. No. I'm sorry. When you don't know, you don't know. You go out there and you spend a bunch of money trying to get your garden going, and when you realize nothing is happening, ain't no progress happening, the garden look the same, nothing improve. But I'm telling you right now, you can go pull certain weeds out of your garden. You could pull certain plants, the leaf from certain plants. I've did so much research in my garden. I have did so much research that I understand so much mixture. Because every year I try to do different mixture, and the production is great. Because what I used to do, I used to be digging and burying logs in my garden, which was one of the greatest thing I ever did. I also bury leaf in the garden, and now I'm not going through the pressure of going and lift up heavy log. What I'm doing now, I'm taking the plant, the leaf from the plant and their stalk, and add them in water and leave it and allow it to break down. You see, you have all these kind of weed you pull up out your garden. Watch, this is sweet potato. I just slap them around there. This gonna break down and feed the soil for next garden season. And guys, like I always say, don't wait till springtime. Don't wait till springtime to prepare your garden. All through the garden season, you should be preparing your garden. All through the garden season. Now, let me show you some bell pepper. Oh, these okra need picking. Yeah, that's sweet potato, yes. Let me show you over here, guys. These are my bell pepper. Yes. These are my bell pepper, guys. Some of them already hit 6 feet tall. Yeah, that's okra, that's okra. Some of these bell pepper already hit 6 feet tall and they now start producing. We start seeing nice size bell pepper coming out already. This one is massive. Some of them is 5 feet tall, some of them already 6 feet tall, some of them 4 feet tall. A few of them little over 3 feet tall. Do you see the type of stake that I have to put around these peppers? This is actually, my father is growing a lot of okra. Yes, I love okra. I love okra. Guys, do you see how I have to stake up these peppers? And I didn't have to go to the store and buy anything to put in my soil for these plants to grow 6 feet, 7 feet. Let me show you something. You see this? This was a 10-foot pepper tree last year. This pepper here, this was a 10-feet pepper tree last year. Okay, I still have the body. I tried to overwinter it, but it just did not work. This is a 10-foot pepper tree last year. This year, I'm really trying to hit back that 10-feet mark. Maybe 11. Maybe 11. But at this moment, these are the bell peppers, them as you can see. Massive bell pepper tree. And they basically now start producing. This one here is already 6 feet tall. This one is already 6 feet tall. So guys, let's have a conversation now. I now walk around and I show you a lot of my plants. Oh, my banana tree down there, guys. Let me see how my banana, look, that's my banana down there. It have one banana so far. But all these is EDOs, guys. These EDOs is, let me see, let me go in the patch. You could come inside here, and if you're inside here, nobody can see you down inside here. Watch. All this is massive Edo root. Big, massive Edo root, guys. And like I said, I didn't have to go to the store and buy anything to get this garden growing these massive, huge plants. I gave so much remedies. I show so much remedies about gardening. I've shown so much. I've shown how to set your seed. I've shown what type of soil you should set your seed into. I show how to program your seeds. All these things I've shown. Because I'm just trying to get everyone to be very successful in their garden. All right, so let me sit down for a minute and let's really have a conversation. Somebody said, nice, productive garden. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I gotta be in my sweater, guys, because the mosquito ain't no joke. This is the organic garden because I do not believe in putting chemical around nothing that I plant. I believe in growing, taking time, and do what you got to do. Patient. Patient is very important in garden. Patient. And the only how you could see result, the only how you could learn is by patience, having patience. It's very easy to get distracted out there because there's tons of information out there. So it's very easy to get distracted. You have to focus on what type of garden you want. You also focus on people growing in your zone because you want to know which type of plants growing in your zone. You can even go to local farmer and ask them. Maybe they might give you some information. If you're not getting the information you need, you will have to try and see for yourself. You will have to try and see what works for you. But it's only going to take patience, dedication, and discipline. Because you could come, you could start gardening, and you could tell yourself, okay, I want to do an organic garden. I want to do a natural garden. But now you start seeing other people talking about different products, and just like that you get distracted. You want to use the same product you hear people talking about, but that's not what you come for. You come to grow a natural garden, but next thing you figure out, you find out yourself using all different type of stuff. When you look on your shelf, you have 4 different bottles of stuff that you put in your garden. All right, guys, listen to me. Like I said, if you don't know, you don't know. And like I said, if you don't have discipline, patience, dedication, it's going to be very difficult to excel. Because before you learn, you're going to be moving on to other things. Before you see result, you're going to be moving on to other things. I can sit down every year before the garden season. I can sit down and I can tell you I'm going to grow an 8-foot to a 9-foot pepper tree. I could tell you that, and I could show you that it happened. I could show you I plant it. I could show you how I take care of it, and I can show you the result to the end. You know why? Because I understand a lot of things. I understand what it takes. I understand how to plant a pepper. I understand the depth. I understand what they like. So if you're gardening, it's to learn, do your own experiment. If you planting some okra right here and you realize these okra ain't doing well at all, you put it in a different area the next season, and then you look, you observe, then you might understand, okay, maybe it wasn't the area, maybe it's the soil, maybe I need to add certain thing to the soil. And this is why it's always good to know which plant give nutrients, which plant give organic matter, which plant give nitrogen. These things is very important to know, because if you know, like for instance, I have a container full with basically organic matter, break down leaf and the body of the tree trunk, just break down in that container. Now that's liquid organic matter. We also have with nitrogen. So if you have them separate, it's easy to figure out what is going on with a plant. Because you could see a plant not doing well, and what you could do, you might add a liquid nitrogen around it. Liquid nitrogen. When I say nitrogen, what I mean? Leaf and these type of stuff break down in water and turn liquid. You add that, you will see no change. Then you could say, you know what? Let me try some nitrogen or some nutrient. Then you're gonna use, once you see the result, then you know, okay, all right, I know what it takes to get this plant to grow to its potential. I believe in getting plants to grow to their potential. I believe in that. Why? Because you get more out of them. If you're able to get a plant to produce as it should, you're going to get a lot out of them. Sometimes you might be growing some peppers and you only get like 3-4 peppers from the plant, and that's it. If you understand certain things and you understand what it takes to get this pepper to produce, you're going to see a whole big difference. So do your own experiment. This is cabbage leaf, break down in water, and listen to me, it ain't smell too good, but I'll tell you, it works. And you know what? Cabbage leaf is very easy to break down. It's a leaf, within 3 months, it's already it's already released a lot of the nutrients out of it. So within that time, you grab a can and you just walk around. You see, this is my sweet potato. So don't be fooled, guys. Hey girl, Dad, how you doing? Hello everyone, sorry, let me see. Okay, let me say, hey K Mommy, how you doing? Thank you guys for being here. Alright, thank you Fifi Urban Homestead, appreciate it. Yes. Yes guys. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled at all. Don't be fooled. And what I'm saying is, let me show you what I'm saying is. Now, this is a container. So for the people who have small space, you could gather a small container like this. You ain't even got to do it in water. You could just, every time you pull your weeds, every time you come in your garden, pull your weeds, you throw them in the container. This is fun. This is a really good plant for your soil. If it's good for the soil, it's also good in your compost. You see what I'm saying? You could also add this in water and allow it to break down. If it's something that helps clean our soil, which that's what they say the fawn does, it's good in the container. So you have the container, and even though you might not want to add water, because depending on where you live in, you might not want to add water. The reason why you might not want to add water, because of the scent, which you could cover it, or you could get a 5-gallon bucket and you could put some different leaf and cabbage leaf and whatever down in it, cover it, allow it to marinate, open it from time to time, and just like that you have natural fertilizer, or you have natural compost. Just as simple as that. So don't be fooled, guys. You ain't got to go out there and spend an arm and a leg. You could make it simple. You can make it simple. The chopper flying close, boy. Yes, you can make it simple. So when you don't know, you don't know. We also have marigold. Sometimes what we do to even take all these things, listen, there's so much things you can do, and add in your compost pile in a container. Allow them to break down. They're gonna become food for your plants. I'm telling you. What I also like with the liquid fertilizer, what I also like with the liquid fertilizer, the plants receive it faster. If you add dry compost, what's gonna happen? It's gonna take you for wet it over and over, or the rain to come down and wet it. But this, when you give your plant this, when you give your plant this in a liquid form, it receives it right away. You see what I'm saying? Because plants don't eat grass. Plant don't eat grass. What plant does, when the grass break down and turn into compost, then when you wet it and the nutrients run out of it in the liquid form, that's when the plant dried up. So if you have nutrients inside in a liquid form from plants that release nutrient, the plant's gonna abstract it very fast. Very fast. So do your research, guys, in your zone. Figure out which plant release nutrient, which plant nitrogen. Always remember, when you pull in dry leaf together and the tree trunk and these type of stuff, most of that is like organic matter. So if you put that to soak in water and it break down, that's going to become organic matter right there. Oh, someone donate $5. Okay, let me see. Hey, home seller Rachel, thank you, sis. Appreciate you. Thank you for donating to the channel. I truly appreciate that, sis. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, guys. It's a blessing. I'm telling you. It's a blessing able to understand in natural garden, understand so much about so much different plants, understanding what they need, the requirements to get them to grow to their potential, to get them to produce to their potential. It's a blessing because it's so many different plants. But over the years, I've been studying each and every one of them. I'm not going to lie to you. I believe when you talk about bell pepper, I truly believe I master growing bell pepper. Not boasting, it's just the truth. Because I could tell you, I'm growing an 8-foot bell pepper tree and I could make it happen. I did it over and over. I understand what it takes to grow a bell pepper plant. And the thing is, these pepper don't stop produce until the frost. It's secret. This is secret I'm giving you guys. Oh, thank you for becoming a member. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Thank you for becoming a member. Thanking you for the donation. And thank you for becoming a member. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right, guys. If you feel free, you could always become a member of this channel. Support this channel because what we do, we show you the ins and outs. We show you planting. We show you from the soil. We show you from planting. We show you growing stage. We give you the whole, and guess what? We do it live in the garden. So we just showing the truth. Anyone want to join and support? We appreciate that. But don't be fooled, guys. Don't be fooled. If you get distracted, you could catch yourself going out there and spend an arm and a leg to produce a garden. Do you see this? Do you see all this food I now show you? Forget about the fruit trees, because the fruit trees, them, I purchased some of them. But all the food you see, all the bell pepper, all the okra, all the pumpkin, all the squash, the edo, everything, it didn't cost me a dime to plant this garden. Seed, start from seed. I start from seed. It didn't cost me a dime. So sometimes, guys, if you want production, you got to follow people. I'm not saying follow me. I'm just saying you got to follow people who can take you there. Because a lot of people is really entertainers, really when come on this thing. But this thing is survival. And when we're talking about survival, we have no time to entertain because this is how we feed ourselves. This is how we feed our family. We just come out here and try to share the information freely that others might get motivated and want to grow something as well. But it's a blessing. I'm telling you, it is a blessing. You know, we wasn't getting no rain. Let's see. We wasn't getting no rain at all, but the rain come down real hard today. And because the rain come down hard, I already stake out the bell pepper them over there. Let me see. Are you in the island? No, I'm not. No, it look like I'm in the island, right? Thank you for, yes, thank you. It look like I'm in the island. No, I'm not. Yes, I try to create it like I'm in the island, but I'm really not. But the thing is to show you, it doesn't matter what part you at, you can still make things happen. And you could still grow natural. You have a backyard and you're able to grow stuff, you can be very successful just doing it the natural way. You see what I'm saying? Okay, Holmes, okay. All right, thank you, Homestead and Rachel, appreciate that. You see, even this, they call this Jamaican sorrel right here. This is what they call Jamaican sorrel. You have a lot of seed, but they say the seed is really, it's really rich. It's something we should all, something good. But I'm just growing them because I can grow them. This is my first year growing them here. And listen me, the seed them is, yes, the seed them is on another level. But once you have the space, you ain't got to worry too much because you have the space. Okay? Even the spread, you still able to control them. This here, guys, I don't know, have any one of you ever grown lima beans before? This is lima beans. Man, they're spreading like wildfires, man. It's my first time growing them. Hey Penelope, what's up? Oh no, yes, I have. Let me show you the sorrel. I have sorrel. This is the sorrel here. This sorrel plant would be way bigger, but the pumpkin, these pumpkin vines, these squash vines was covering it, and I forgot everything about the plant. And one day I'm looking and I'm pruning the pumpkin vines, and then I realized, then I see this small little tree. It had like about 3 to 4 sorrel, but I don't know, they disappear. And I start to give it some cabbage leaf and it just start taking off. And my cassava them, I ain't growing no cassava this side, but I am growing cassava. But I ain't growing none at this side. All these are peanuts growing up here. Let me see. My lima didn't even germinate in New York City planter. We'll try again. Well, that's it. You never give up. You always try again. Never give up. No lima beans yet. I did rattlesnake beans this year as a new variety. Productive. Okay, wonderful. I understand you said Jamaican soil, but I think you meant... Oh, yes. No, all right, Callaloo. yes, Jamaican Callaloo. This one is Jamaican Callaloo. Thank you for that 50 over the homestead. Okay. All right. These are peanuts, guys. These peanuts growing really... These are peanuts I'm growing here. They're growing really nice. Look like I'm gonna get a nice little harvest, boy. The whole rogo over there is peanut. Oh yes. These are okra coming up here. Let me see this okra here. This one don't get hard. This one, if you ain't pick it, you know, you're gonna lose it. All right, these okra start producing really well. These are burdock. Guys, do you all use burdock leaf? Lots of peanuts. Yes. Yes. And they look so healthy, man. What are you doing with peanuts? Well, peanuts, what I'm going to do, I'm going to basically, when I harvest them, I'm not even going to parch them. I'm going to just eat them just like that. I like to eat raw peanut. So basically, after harvesting them, I'm going to just shell them and start eating them. All up here is EDOs, guys. This is EDOs growing up here. Let me show you up here again. Man, there's so much EDO at, you see? That's a whole... You see EDOs growing up here? Watch. This is... And do you understand that these EDOs start from one crop of EDO? 3 pieces of EDOs. 3 pieces of EDOs. What's going over there? All behind the shed behind here, EDOs. From 3 pieces of EDOs every year it multiply. All this is EDOs going over there. All that's EDOs going over there. EDOs. All this is EDOs going down here. I had some cucumber here, but I wasn't harvesting them fast enough. I was too busy. And my goodness. So, you see, this is what I'm seeing. I wasn't harvesting them fast enough. Watch here. Look at ripe one right here. I'm just gonna leave them for seed. Look at next one right here. Yes. So yes, guys, there's EDOs, and guys, them squirrel, man, is so challenging this year. Is so challenging this year. Let me show you what I have to do to try to save my squash. And this was a really, let me see, where is it? This one here, that was a big, massive squash coming here. These come from a big, huge squash, right? Look what I have to do. These squirrel eat them out. Look what I have to do. You see one down inside there, you see? You see what I have to do, guys? That's one there. That's the next one there, but it ain't pollinate yet. I had also put the metal underneath and put the blocks around and try to put the metal on top to protect that. Yes. Do you guys see where I'm coming from? Just to protect my food. Because these things, this peach tree, this is a peach tree right here. They eat everyone. Do you understand what I'm saying? Everyone. So it's becoming a time now where you have to be busy. This is the next one here again. I have to protect this. This is a massive squash. Maybe a gourd. This one here, these must be some massive squash. So I have to protect them. But guys, this is it, man. But let me see. I saw that video of the squash. They bit half off and let the... Exactly. That's what they do, man. You know, all to the bottom down here, I had squash growing. And you know what? That's what they do. They chip them up so bad. I try to fence around to keep the deer out. Well, at least I get the deer out. But I'm still struggling with the squirrel them. You see, look at this eggplant here. It's a nice, beautiful eggplant. And you see, look how the trees them growing. The trees them growing so tall, man. When I tell you these that cabbage leaf walk, guys, believe me, I'm telling you. And these are callaloo again, guys. Yes. I don't know what happened there. Some water drop off. Yes, guys. These are callaloo. I had some squash growing up in here, really nice. And man, them squash, if you see how they chip them up. Well, that's how it is, man. So guys, I hope that this video... Okay, let me see. Let me check the chat. Sorry, guys. Yes, that's cool, little joker. Yes. Okay, okay, yes, yes. Yes, guys, so at the end of the day, guys, I hope this live was able to motivate you guys. And we're going to continue this journey because I think it's a very interesting journey that we all can learn something from. So I just want to say again, thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate each and every one of you. I've shown you guys a lot today, and I've shared a lot of information with you guys today. All right, we go live from time to time. We have no special time of going live. We just go live whenever we feel like or whenever we have the time. So you could always join in, give us the support however you can, even if by just hitting the like button. So all right, guys, thank you all. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming out. You guys have a blessed and wonderful day. Peace and love.